There are relationships that God requires us to put to a complete end. No resuscitation, no reconciliation. But then there are those that God requires us to redeem. These relationships is what the Spirit of the Lord has been ministering to my spirit concerning. These relationships are those that had enough time and space to heal. Time and space have brought forth the truth, have exposed lies that have been told to destroy these relationships and covenants. It has given God the time to work in the hearts of the individuals involved in this separation. The Spirit of the Lord spoke to me and gave me a message as I was reading Genesis chapter 44 through 45, and the story speaks of Joseph. Many of you are familiar with the story, but for those of you who aren't, I will give you a brief description. We know that Joseph was a dreamer, and he was considered his father's favorite. Joseph came to his brothers one day and he gave them a dream, not understanding that this dream would cause a lot of not only fear to be placed in the brothers' hearts, but jealousy. Because of this dream, they then threw Joseph into a pit where they later sold him into slavery. Joseph went through a lot of different things because of the jealousy and the decisions of his brothers. He was not only sold into slavery, but there was a time where Joseph was falsely accused by Potiphar's wife, and he ended up in a prison. But God saw fit that even though Joseph went through all of these things, God pulled him out. His gift made room for him. His gift allowed him to interpret the dreams of many people, including the king, Pharaoh, which placed him into a great position there in the palace. Further down the line, there was a famine. Guess who was involved? His brothers. They had to come to the land of Egypt, which Joseph was at, and they had to come and get grain so that they may survive the famine. Once Joseph recognized who they were, Joseph's heart, it battled. It battled with unforgiveness, revenge, or should he forgive? At first, Joseph went the route of revenge, which is a lot of times what the soul tells us to do, right? The flesh. He went that route. He caused his stewards to place a cup in Benjamin in his brother's sack, and later down the line, he set them up to where they stopped them and they accused them of this cup. They did not know that the cup was in the sack. And they said, listen, if you find the cup in the sack, then we'll do the time. We'll come on back down to Egypt and we'll serve the time in the prison. Well, the cup was found there. Why? Because Joseph was the one that placed it there. Once they got back, still didn't give Joseph's heart the peace that he needed. The Bible says in Genesis 45, verse 1 through 3, it said that Joseph, he broke down and he cried out loud. So while all the people of Egypt heard him, and then he confessed that he was their brother Joseph, the very one who they had sold into slavery. See, many of you, my God, you're thinking that revenge is the answer. The separation is doing you more harm than it is good. God is tugging on your heart to reconcile these relationships with your family. Now, not our relationships is called to reconciliation, but there are those that the enemy has come to steal, kill, and destroy. Ages of darkness has came in and wreaked havoc in these relationships with lies. They have been planted there to tear a family apart. Listen, God is saying that these people, they need you. There is something that you hold. There is something, whether it be spiritually, whether it be encouragement, whether it be something naturally like finances, there is something that you hold that these people are needing. And the Lord has begun to work in the heart of you. And you're doing all you can to hold this grudge. But it is tearing you down. You're trying all you can do. My God, you're trying all you can do. But you feel God tugging on you to forgive. Joseph had to make a decision to forgive because it was the will of God. It was the will of God to forgive. See, as I said, that some relationships need time and space. These relationships, time and space, have healed. But the second half of your healing, the other piece of your healing is going to be through reconciliation. This word is going to be confirmation. And for those of you who are needing even greater confirmation, don't be afraid to fast. Don't be afraid to pray. I'm here, God, speaking of a 3-day fast. But for some of you, this is your confirmation. You've already prayed. You've already asked God. God is calling forth a reconciliation in these relationships. God bless.